Wisconsin voters have big decisions to make on Election Day, and it's not just the U.S. Senate or governor's races at the top of the ticket. There is also a down ballot battle brewing that may not be on your radar yet. Early voting is already underway in Milwaukee, and John Maselli has just finished voting for his candidates up and down the ballot.
Obviously, you want your candidates winning at every level, and the importance of the down ballot, as you say, the state assembly and stuff like that, is critical.
Wisconsin Republicans have been winning at every level since voters elected Scott Walker governor in 2010. They now control the state Senate and Assembly. That historic victory gave Republicans the ability to pass sweeping legislation on public and private school funding, cutting taxes, restricting public employees' collective bargaining rights, and redrawing the Senate and Assembly districts.
We focus on down ballot state legislative races that most folks don't pay a lot of attention to.
Ben Wexler-Waite is with Forward Majority, a group founded and staffed by former President Obama advisors. The group plans to drop $1 million on 6 state Senate races to help defeat Republicans, including Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald.
What we're trying to do is respond to the lobbyists and the Koch brothers' outside money.
The Koch brothers are conservative billionaires. The Wisconsin Democracy Campaign lists their Americans for Prosperity, or AFP, as number 7 on its list of interest group spenders, with nearly $6 million spent since 2010 to help Republicans statewide.
We're making sure voters know the truth about their records, making sure that they know these are people who will happily give $1 billion in tax breaks to a foreign corporation, but time and time again have voted to gut hundreds of millions of dollars from Wisconsin public schools.
Americans for Prosperity Wisconsin oppose the governor's $1 billion tax incentives for Foxconn, saying taxpayer handouts are unnecessary. But there's no doubt about their long-term support for Walker.
We've been able to work with Governor Walker and his administration on reforming our tax code, advancing some of the best regulatory reforms the nation's seen in the last several years.
Eric Bott says they're just as committed as taking on what they see as corporate special interests.
Because of the pro-growth policies that we've worked with Governor Walker to enact, have created surplus revenues in the state, and that allows for both tax cuts and increase historic investments in K-12 education.
The biggest spenders in the state have been the Greater Wisconsin Committee, spending nearly $32 million to help Democrats get elected, and the Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce, dropping nearly $20 million for conservative candidates. Caught in the middle of these epic political battles are voters like Maselli.
Really frustrated with the way that, again, both parties right now are just dividing and building walls.
The election 5 weeks from today. We are less than 1 week, though, from hosting our debate in the U.S. Senate race. Next Monday, Shannon Sims, Mitch Teich from WUWM and I will host the debate between Senator Tammy Baldwin and State Senator Leah Vukmir. It will air live right here on today's TMJ4 at 6 o'clock. We want you to help shape the questions we ask the candidates during the debate. Text your questions to the number on your screen. Then be sure to mark your calendar for October 26th. That is when we will host a debate in the governor's race between Tony Evers and Scott Walker. To learn more about the candidates running in next month's election, head to our website, tmj4.com/thevote.